Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Alyssa and this is my channel, Princess Alyssa. Today I'm going to be talking about not finishing books, or DNFing books. I got inspired to do this video from an experience that I had a few weeks ago, or a little more than a few weeks ago, and that is, I was trying to get back into reading More Happy Than Not. I had gotten it from the library in the summer, right around the time that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child came out, and I was reading that while I was house sitting for my grandparents. And after reading Cursed Child, I was kind of an emotional mess. I'm one of the few that actually loves it. I do see some of the problems that people talk about though, but we're not talking about Cursed Child, we're talking about More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. So I've wanted to read this book since it came out, and I got through some of it, probably like 7 chapters the first time around, got through the same amount this time, and realized I just cannot read this book. I don't know, I just couldn't read it because I think it's just not my cup of tea, but it just was so hard to read, and I felt like around chapter 7 I was pretty much forcing myself to read it, and you should never force yourself to read a book that you don't like or that you don't want to read. But the problem is I did want to read this because everyone else was talking about this author and how great they are, and I'm sure Adam Silvera is a great person, he does seem like it, but I just, and I have nothing against him, it's just I could not read this book, and I felt so bad reading about it. Technically, what inspired this video was me talking to my mom about it, because I took it out into the living room with me and I was going to read it, but I realized I just could not get back into this, and I got up and was like, Mom, is it okay to feel bad for not reading a book? And she was like, oh yeah, I've not finished books a bunch of times because I didn't like them and I didn't want to continue reading them. And she's read a lot of books. She's a faster reader than I am, and right now she mostly reads fan fiction, but mainly a lot of Harry Potter and Twilight fan fiction because those are her favorite. But one sec. But for me, I just felt so bad in the weeks that I was trying to read this book because I was kind of pretty much forcing myself to read it, and I didn't want to do that anymore, and it was so hard for me not to not read it, if that makes any sense. And if you guys have ever felt this way as well, let me know in the comments down below, and let's get a good discussion starting. I would like to hear your thoughts on DNFing books. I have a really, really hard time with not finishing books, and just because there are bookmarks in some of these, like I technically have not finished the Twilight series, mainly because, well, I think I just got into the books as well, the new shiny books that you always get into, and I also was not old enough to read Breaking Dawn, and my mom didn't want me reading Breaking Dawn at the time because I was a bit too young for that, but I technically did not finish that series, so I kind of DNF'd it, but I still love Twilight, and I can handle Twilight, but something like Adam Silvera, I just couldn't handle the writing, and at first I was like, we kind of had the same writing style a little bit, but no. I think in some ways we have the same writing style, but I don't have my characters who are teens, although my characters are, none of my characters, except for in the new story that I'm writing now, which I'll talk about in the next video. This new story is the only story that no, it's the second story where I've had characters 11 to 16. And there's only 3 main characters in this. But I just, it bothers me not to finish books. It still bothers me that I have not finished Twilight, yet it is still one of my favorite series, which is why it's on my second favorite series shelf. And I have not finished Percy Jackson yet. Doesn't mean I'm DNFing it, it just means when I finish the 3rd book, I had the 4th one, but I didn't have the 5th one, and I knew I would want to go straight into the 5th one after the 4th one, but I recently got the 5th book, and I've been waiting so that I can get a cover that matched all the other ones, because I don't really like the newer covers. I don't know if that's just me, but I'm not DNFing this series because I absolutely love Rick Riordan and his writing. It's something easier to write, and there's not a lot of cussing in it, which is part of my problem with More Happy Than Not. It seemed like a really great concept for a story, but it just, I think the part of it was it's so sad, and I also don't like reading contemporary because I don't like dealing with real life with the whole real life problem thing. But for this, I just waited until I can find the original because it's harder now to find original covers, because with these ones I have these, and I just wanted all of them to match, although my first one doesn't match because it's the movie cover version. But even Divergent, I haven't finished Divergent. Doesn't mean I'm DNFing it, but I think that's one thing I realized is I'm not really a contemporary girl when it comes to reading. I very much thrive off of fantasy and dystopian, mainly dark fantasy, and I realized that the moment I started loving dark fantasy was when I read, or I haven't read it technically, but I've seen the movie multiple times to where when I was younger it annoyed my parents because I was watching that movie so much, and that is The Secret of the Darkest Rising. I have the book, it's over here because I started it, and I'm gonna read that because I've been feeling nostalgic for it lately. But I just realized with feeling that nostalgia that I'm a dark fantasy and regular high epic fantasy as well as dystopian reading girl, if that makes any sense. And I have read Anne and the Prince Kiss. I absolutely love that, and I do want to read because I liked what I've read so far of The Unexpected Everything. I have that on my Nook. There are a few contemporaries that I like, it's just his style is just not for me. So I feel like the whole moral of the story is don't force yourself to read something that you don't want to read, or like read a genre that you don't particularly love, and don't read an author that you only want to read because everyone else is reading. And it's okay to not like something that everyone else online is liking. And that's the problem that I had, is I kept saying to my mom, everyone loves this book, I don't see why everyone loves this book, because it's, I don't know, I just had a problem with the writing. So I guess I'm gonna see if this is still, yep, it's still recording. And yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents on DNFing books. And also just read what you want to read and not what other people are saying that you should read, because you might not be interested in that type of story or genre. Now, yeah, that's just kind of all that I had to say. I'm actually remaking this video because I didn't like how it turned out the first time. And yeah, I just think that you should just read what you want to read in the genres and the authors that you want to read. Don't force yourself to read something that you're not enjoying. and just take the bookmark out and put it away. Don't look at it again or like give it away, give it back to the library. Just do something with that book that will make you feel a lot better about yourself. Or just, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but that's what I wanted to say about this topic, because I've seen it going around a lot, and it's just interesting why certain people are DNFing certain books, and also certain authors. There are probably, like, no, I'm pretty selective with what I read. Like, all of these books I've kind of selected over the years, and also on my Kindle and my Nook, I've kind of selected those all very carefully, I guess, because I'm just a very careful reader, and I don't know, that's just it. I'm kind of out of words to say. So let me know what you guys think down below about this topic, and we can get a conversation started. I'll be replying when I can. I'm going to be trying to write and finish reading Cloaked in Shadows, which I'm going to do a review on, because for me, I thought it was freaking amazing, and I cannot wait for the second book, even though I've only got 5 chapters left in the last book, or the first book. But yeah, I gotta do a review for you guys on that one. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!